Good evening and welcome. We're so delighted to see all of you here tonight. You get a chance, if you haven't been here before, now's your chance to get to know the old pros. Some of us are very old pros, some of us are a little bit younger old pros. Some of us are people who acted in high school and college and haven't done much since then. And some people just never really tried, and they don't know that they can do it. But that's the fun of becoming part of the old pros. You get to learn what you can do, and you find out if that's what you really want to do. One little piece of business, we have to do our nominating, well, we have done the nominating board for the old pros for 2025, and as it stands now, President Carol Glenn, Vice President Michael Pontecorvo, Treasurer Linda Lawson, and Secretary Lee McMorris. Now, if there's anybody, if there's anybody else who's interested in coming onto the board, please speak now. No. Anybody want to be president this next year? Come on. Okay. May I have a show of hands for all those who agree with the nomination of that board? I think we've got it. Thank you. Okay. Now, the other important bit of business is our dues. And as you saw if you came in through that door, we're currently at 20 for singles, 30 for couples, and next year, because the price of the food is going up, and it still is the best bargain around, membership will be good until the end of this year, and then the dues will go up if you sign up after January 1 to $25 for a single and 40 for a couple. Hope you take advantage either one. It really is one of the best bargains here in the woods. And having said that, I think I'd like you to get a chance to see what it is that we really do here at the Old Pros. So we will start with our November program. And, well, here we are, and we always want to look on the bright side. And if you saw Spam-A-Lot, you know how much fun the bright side can be. So here is Kathleen Kernahan, and she's singing The Sunny Side of the Street. Kathleen?
I'm looking for a wonderful pianist, Mark Hochberg. He's great to sing with. We've got a fun show for you, so just enjoy.
If I never have a cent, I'll be rich
bit of adjustment or stage setting for the next bit. And in the meantime, I will tell you
Mic's
that...
not on.
Oh, sorry about that. All right. How's this? Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay, thank you. Have you ever wanted to take something back? Well, you might think twice about that after you see this skit. We are going to have Miriam Hopkins. We'll be encountering Al Glover in The Exchange. Miriam?
Oh, come on, man. Oh, okay.
Excuse me, hello, is anybody there?
All right, give me a minute. Can you give me a minute?
Not really, I am in a hurry.
Sorry about that. We just got a TV back and I was checking something out.
What were you checking out?
Oprah. She's got this show on about transsexual accountants who want to marry their pets. Right now she's got some dude, used to be a girl, he's in love with his French poodle and he wants to take the French poodle.
Oh, I'm sure that's super interesting, but I have another appointment that I have to get to.
I'm sorry, what can I do for you?
Well, I was given this, and I don't like it.
Oh,
Aren't you going to say anything else?
I'm sorry you don't like it?
This is the exchange department, isn't it?
Oh, you want to exchange it. Why didn't you just say so?
Well, isn't that obvious? Why would anyone else come here?
Oh, gift wrapping sometimes.
Oh, do you do gift wrapping?
Oh, no, that's the office next door.
Well, why would anyone come here for gift wrapping?
Because people get confused sometimes, like you are.
I am not confused. If I wanted gift wrapping, I would have asked for gift wrapping. True?
Well, true. But if you wanted an exchange, you'd ask for an exchange. You didn't do that. All you said was you didn't like it.
Well, what does it sound like to you?
That sounds like a complaint. Complaint department's on the 3rd floor.
Okay. Well, let's start over, okay? Okay, let's calm down. Let's start over. Okay. I was given this coffee pot as a present. I do not like it. And I would like to exchange it.
Why?
Well, I just told you, didn't I? I don't like it.
That's it?
Well, what else is there?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if our exchange policy covers. I just don't like it. Hang on a second.
Look.
All right, here we go.
What is that?
This is the rules and regulations governing exchanges.
Well, all that?
What? You'd be surprised how hard the exchanges can be sometimes. Now let's see here. I just don't like it. I'm gonna look at it. I just don't like it. Here.
You're joking.
Here we go.
You're
Rules
joking.
covering.
There's a
I
rule
just
for
don't-
that? You gotta be kidding me.
Right here. Take a look.
Okay. Customer just doesn't like it. See the complaint department. Well, what does that mean?
That means you gotta go up to the 3rd floor.
Well, what happens there?
Well, usually they talk to you and then they send you down to the exchange department.
But I am already at the exchange department.
Oh, I know, but you didn't go through the proper channels.
Okay. Well, what if I tell you that I was at the complaint department and they sent me here?
Oh, well, in that case, you'd have a complaint/exchange transfer slip. Do you have a complaint/exchange transfer slip?
No, I don't have an exchange/transfer slip.
Well, there you go then. All right.
So,
So,
what are you going to do about this?
look, you'll just have to go upstairs to be sent back down here, all right?
Okay, look, I know you have your rules here in this book, but is it all humanly possible that you could just show maybe just a little bit of compassion?
Oh, compassion. Oh, compassion.
Yeah, compassion. You know what that means. Let's see what you got there.
Oh, compassion. That's pretty interesting.
What?
Well, it says here that I am indeed allowed to consider the, quote, customer's best interest, close quotes, in an extreme case. But it's a judgment call. Is this an extreme case?
Oh, yes.
Why so?
Because if I don't get some help here, I am sure that I'm going to rupture a blood vessel in my head, causing a severe psychotic reaction, and I will murder anyone in my near vicinity. How do you classify that?
Oh, I'd say that's pretty extreme. Yeah. Let me help you with this.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. All I need is your receipt.
My what?
Your receipt. Don't tell me you don't have a
Well,
receipt.
no, it was a present. The person that gave it to me said that I could come here and exchange it.
Then you'll have to get the receipt from him.
I can't. He left today on a business trip to Bangkok.
Boy, you sure have a peck of troubles today, don't you, ma'am?
Yeah, so you're not going to exchange this?
Hey, no receipt, no exchange. Now, if it was defective, that'd be a different story.
Oh, really? Well,
Wait.
how is this?
You broke it.
Yeah, well, now it's a defect. What's the story on defects?
Defects don't come here. Defects have to be sent back to the manufacturer.
But you said...
I said defects were a different story, but you didn't let me finish. Oh, you know what? All of your troubles have been brought on by nobody but yourself. It's lunchtime, and I'm going to lunch. You have a nice day.
Thanks for nothing.
Has that ever happened to you? Okay. Next on our schedule is Phil Silverman, and he is going to give a tribute to Fats Domino as he sings Little Mama.
Can you give me the sexy lights? I need all the help I can get. Here's a song from 1954, which was lost, and the old pros helped me find it. Rediscovered Fats Domino. And it goes like, for those of you playing air guitar, it's in E. And it goes, hello, little mama, have you heard the news? Hello, little mama, have you heard the news? Ever since you left me, had nothing but the blues. Come back to me, baby, buy a brand new automobile. Come back to me, baby, buy a brand new automobile.
I'm talking about the old BBC TV series, I, Claudius. There was a scene I remembered from that, and I think that goes back to the early 70s. It was the Empress Livia telling the gladiators what was expected of them. And here we have Arlene Block, and she is going to tell us what it takes to put on a good show. Arlene?
This is the ancient Roman equivalent of the locker room pep talk before the big game. I have a few words to say to you before these games begin. Gather round. Now, these games are being held in honor of my son, Drusus Nero, who is worth the whole lot of you put together. It's my intention that these games shall be remembered long after you're all dead and gone and forgotten, even by your nearest and dearest. You are scum and you know it. But you have a chance here, some of you, to prove that you're a bit more than that. And for those whom death doesn't liberate, there'll be plenty of freedoms handed out afterwards, to say nothing of gold plate and coin. But I want a good show. I want my money's worth. I don't want any kiss in the ring stuff. And I don't want my family watching two grown men pussyfooting around for half an hour without one of them striking a real blow. There's been too much of that lately. And don't think you can fool me either, because I know every trick in the book, including pig's blood in the bladder to make it look as if one of you is dead. There's been too much of that lately. These games are being degraded by the increasing use of professional tricks to stay alive, and I won't have it. So, put on a good show, and there'll be plenty of money for the living, and a decent burial for the dead. And if not, I'll break this guild up and send a lot of you to the mines of Numidia. That's all I've got to say to you.
You know, there's some blues songs that are intended to kind of lift your spirits a little bit, even though it's the blues. This isn't one of those. Well, I went to the St. James Infirmary to see my baby there. She was lying on a long white table, so sweet, so cool, so fair. I went up to see the doctor. She's very low, he said. I went back to see my baby. Oh, good God, she's dead. Oh, good God, she's dead. Well, I went down to old Joe's Ballroom on the corner by the square. They were serving the drinks as usual, and the usual crowd was there. On my left stood Joe McKenzie, eyes all bloodshot red. When he turned Now when I die, please bury me in my 10-gallon Stetson hat, with a gold piece on my watch chain, so they'll know I died standing pat. Get 6 gamblers to carry my coffin, get 6 chorus girls to sing my song, put a jazz band on my tailgate to raise hell as we go on. Now that's the end of my story. Let's have another round of booze. And if anyone should ask, just tell them I got to sing James Infirmary. I got to sing James Infirmary. I got to sing James Infirmary blues.
Okay, Jack Webb and Johnny Carson were really hot back in the 60s. The two got together on Johnny Carson's show, and what you're going to see next was the result. Presenting the Copper Clapper Caper are Sybil Woodhouse and Paul Lambert.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. I work here. I'm a cop. It was Tuesday, February 9th. It was raining in Los Angeles. We were working robbery. Some people rob for pleasure, some people rob because it's there. You never know. I was working in the day watch out of robbery when I heard about the Acme School Bell Company.
There's been a robbery.
Yes, ma'am, what is it?
My clappers.
Your clappers?
Yeah, you know those things that bell makes them go clang?
You mean the clangers?
That's right. We call them the clappers in the business.
So this is a clapper caper?
What's that?
Nothing. Now, can I have the facts? So what kind of clappers were stolen on this clapper caper?
They were copper clappers
And where were they kept?
in the closet.
The copper clappers in the closet. Do you have any idea who may have taken them?
Well, I fired a man and he swore he'd get even.
What was his name?
Claude Cooper.
You think it was him then?
That's right. I think Claude Cooper copped my copper clappers kept in a closet.
You know where this Claude Cooper is from?
Yep, Cleveland.
That figures.
And what makes it worse is that they were clean.
Clean copper clappers. Why do you think Claude Cooper would cop your clean copper clappers?
Only one reason.
What's that?
He's a kleptomaniac.
Who first discovered the copper clappers were missing?
My cleaning woman, Clara Clifford.
That figures. Now let's see if I've got my facts straight here. Cleaning woman Clara Clifford discovered your clean copper clappers kept in a closet were copped by Claude Cooper, a kleptomaniac from Cleveland. Is that it?
One more thing. If I ever catch kleptomaniac Claude Cooper from Cleveland who copped my clean copper clappers from the closet, I'll clobber him.
Katie. Well, we all face bureaucracy in one form or another. And what if Noah had to go through what we go through sometimes? Presenting Noah, Phil Kate, God, Paul Lambert, and your friendly narrator, Carol Glenn, we suggest an answer to that particular problem. And the Lord spoke to Noah, and he said,
In 6 months, I'm going to make rain until the entire earth is covered with water and all the evil people are destroyed. But I want to keep a few good people and all of the animals and every kind of living thing. I'm commanding you to build an ark. He's mine.
Okay, I'm ready.
said Noah, trembling with fear and fumbling with the blueprints.
6 months, and then it starts to rain. You better have the ark completed and or learn to swim for a long time.
6 months passed, the skies clouded up and rain began to fall. The Lord saw that Noah was sitting in his front yard, kvetching, and there was no ark.
Noah, where's the ark?
Lord, I think we need to have a talk. Things are a little different than they were 4,000 years ago. And now I'm also living in Laguna Woods, which is not the easiest place to build an ark. First, I had to get a building permit for the ark. So I had to take your blueprints and submit them to the Architectural Review Committee, which they rejected because it didn't meet code. So then I had to hire an engineer to redo your blueprints so I could resubmit them, and that took time. So right there was a big delay. Then after that, the neighbors complained that I was violating zoning codes because I was building the ark in the parking lot of Clubhouse 5. They weren't real happy with that, so they called security on me, who came in full force and told me to cease and desist. So then I had to put a variance in with the City Planning Commission in order to continue with the ark. Then we needed to get wood for the ark, and the ark is huge, so I went to all the local suppliers, and none of them had enough wood. So I looked around and I said, I live in Laguna Woods. Why don't I just take some of these trees? Well, I went to the GRF and asked them that, and just to say I got a pretty emphatic no. Then I needed carpenters, plumbers, electricians also to help me build the ark. So I didn't realize, though, that these days there's the DEI requirements. So it took me quite a while to find qualified workers to do this. Then once I found them, I was hit by the minimum wage requirements, which didn't allow me to hire them all full-time because I couldn't afford it. So now I had hundreds of workers working on this, and I had to get them all through gate security. They only take 5 names at a time, so it took me over a week to call all my workers in. Then I needed to get animals, and you said local animals. All I have right here is like a squirrel, a skunk, a rabbit, a crow, etc. I didn't have enough animals to do this, and I had no idea where to get lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, right? I don't know how to get all that, so basically I couldn't do it, so I can't meet your quota requirement on that. Then I kind of keep a list of that, so many things. Oh, then I also try to get a few residents to come on the ark with me. Well, a couple of them agreed, until I had to let them know that there's no dances, clubs, or events on the ark. So then they turned me down with that. Then I was stopped by the EPA, who wanted me to put an environmental impact report in because of the proposed flood. They weren't real happy they had no jurisdiction over the supreme being. Then the Army Corps also wanted me to give them an impact study on your flood plain. Well, I had to give them a globe and said, this is where it's going to be. Then, I'm still not done. There's more coming. Then the IRS basically came after me and took all my assets because they was worried I was fleeing the country and taking everything with me. So that didn't help. But then California hit me with a use tax. I don't even know what the heck a use tax is, but they hit me with it. And then the HOA, because of everything that was going on, basically raised my dues. So it's been pretty tight. So you see, getting a picture here on how long everything's taking to do. So I have a feeling I'm going to need like 5 years to get this done.
Well, the sky began to clear, the sun began to shine, and a rainbow arced across the sky.
Does this
No,
mean,
I
God,
looked
does this mean, God, sorry, that you're not going to destroy the earth?
No, the government already has.
Oh, wait a second. No, we have a special addendum to that. Okay then.
Okay. Noah, one last time. Despite all these issues, I forgive you. The Laguna Woods looks like a good place to live and build the ark.
It sure is, Lord, it sure is.
Then there's just one more question.
What is it, Lord?
Do they play bocce?
Bureaucracy to sibling rivalry. Let's listen to Erwin and Iris Rosenfeld as they tell us that anything you can do, I can do better.
You know, sis, you were a real daddy's girl when we were growing up. You always got your way. I went crazy being forced to play that stupid Twister game with you. I wrenched my back playing that game. It's funny that you became a chiropractor.
Hey, bro. You were a mama's boy growing up. I think it's pretty funny that you played games with me like that, and you went crazy, cuckoo, mashuga, playing games with me. I was having fun, and you became a shrink. No wonder your head's so small.
My brain works better than yours.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
And anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I can shoot a partridge with a single cartridge.
I can shoot a arrow with a bow and arrow.
I can live on bread and cheese.
And only on that?
Yeah.
So can a rat.
Any note you can reach, I can go higher.
I can reach any note higher than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Anything you can buy, I can buy cheaper. I can buy anything cheaper than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
50 cents.
40 cents.
30 cents.
20 cents.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can say, I can say softer.
I can say anything softer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
You can't.
Yes, I can.
Yes, you can. I can drink my liquor faster than a quicker.
I can drink it quicker and get way sicker.
I can open any safe.
Without being caught?
Yeah.
That's what I thought, you crook.
Any note you can hold, I can hold longer.
I can hold any note longer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes,
Yes, you can.
anything you can wear, I can wear better. In what I wear, I look better than you.
In my coat.
In your vest.
In my shoes.
In your hat.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can say, I can say faster.
I can say anything faster than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can, and anything you can say, I can say, sing sweeter.
I can sing anything sweeter than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Now we have a very interesting situation. Have you ever wanted to change places with someone else? Do you think that's a good idea? Well, let's ask Marcia Goldstein, because she wrote all about that. Transformations. Marcia?
Thank you, Carol. Well, this is good. I think before I start, I should present myself. Hold on. Front and side. I am Marcia Goldstein, but this is not my real body. My real body is much, much younger and really quite attractive. You must be wondering how I ended up looking like this, but I can explain. One Sunday morning, many decades ago, I came upon a woman on M Street in Georgetown who was extremely upset. She was pacing back and forth, red-faced, crying, visibly shaking from the effort to stay in control of herself. I asked her what the matter was and whether I could help. She broke down at that point and told me that over the past few months, she had developed a relationship over the internet with a man. They had been carrying on a rich and rewarding correspondence and had developed genuine feelings for each other, to the point at which they had agreed that she would come to Washington and meet him this morning at Clyde's for brunch. In those early stages of the internet, there was no video and no Zoom, and she had led him to believe that she was considerably younger and more attractive than she really was. She was in agony over her dilemma. Meet him and risk his rejection and contempt, both for her appearance and her deceitfulness, or stand him up and run away from the situation. I tried to calm her as best I could, and I hit upon the following plan. I would loan her my body for a few days. If they were as compatible as she thought they were, love would quickly blossom. As we all have learned, good looks are useful only at the initial stages of a relationship. Once love descends, we are really and truly blind, just as the saying goes. The features of the loved one disappear in a haze, adoration, just the cloud, the aura, the enveloping magnificence of the presence of the loved one. I assured her that once he came to love her, her friend would place little importance on her appearance. She could then explain everything to him and trade back with me. Our plan started well. We made the trade, she pulled herself together, went into Clyde's and kept the date. He loved her in that body, was absolutely mad for her. He was smitten at the moment of their meeting and was prepared to make any sacrifice for her, give up his job, move across the country, whatever it took. She was everything he'd been waiting for his whole life. Unfortunately, the love he felt for her didn't hold a candle to the love she came to feel for herself. Living in that body changed her world overnight, and she couldn't handle it. She had never felt so alive, so central to everything that was going on in the universe. For the first time in her life, she was noticed. She was admired, adored. Her own head was turned by the fact that other heads turned to follow her wherever she walked. I suppose I don't need to tell you what happened next. She saw the world opening up for her and decided she had no need or interest in developing a relationship. In short, she kept the body and dumped the guy. She broke free from all limits previously imposed upon her, not only by society, but by her own low self-image. She began to aspire to things that she never would have contemplated before. In a word, she flew the coop. I never got my body back, but I found that I was quite comfortable in her body. Some of the parts were starting to wear, but that inconvenience was more than offset by the ease with which I could now make my way in the world. In the body of an ordinary 60-year-old woman, I had received a wonderful gift: privacy. I was free from the leering looks and unwelcome advances of men. I no longer overheard catty and jealous remarks by women. In this body, I was cloaked in invisibility. Invisibility! That used to be a gift that was only granted to comic book characters. I found that people generally took no notice of me unless I did something to command their attention. I was now free to observe and move through the world unobtrusively. An older woman attracts so little notice that I would probably have made a great spy, except I would confess everything if threatened with torture. As the years and years and years have rolled on, I continue to enjoy the freedom of my situation. Just as the stealth bomber flies free from detection by radar, my true nature is not readily detected by the interpersonal antenna of others. When I choose to reveal that inside this aged body there is a being with wit and intelligence, I get a kick out of the signs of mental double-take on the faces of bystanders. They are as much surprised at perceiving a lively personality in this body as they would be if the wall spoke. As for the woman who has my original body, I bear her no ill will. She turned out to be quite gifted and has done much more with my body than I ever would have. I see my body from time to time, but only on a TV or movie screen. Like the rest of America, I dote on this popular actress, but I also feel special pride in the role that my body has played in her success. You know her as Julia Roberts. I wonder if she ever thinks of me.
And she wrote it. Well, after all that, there's only one thing I can think of that to really will send us off just happy as can be. And that is, well, let's ask you this. Do we have any movie buffs in the audience?
Yes.
A few? Let's put your thinking cap on and see if you can follow through with what is going to happen. Because Lee McMorris and Gregory Anderson are going to test your knowledge as they talk about movies. Movies.
Oh, stop the rain.
Baby, the rain must fall.
Where do we go from here, sweetie?
Don't go near the water. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The awful truth, dollface, I'm a fugitive from a chain gang. The man who shot Liberty Valance.
The man I love, wanted for murder?
I confess. In the meantime, darling, while the city sleeps, kiss the blood off my hands.
You must be joking. Give a girl a break.
Lady, beware. Murder is my business. Murder, my sweet. Murder by death. The big chill, the big sleep. My gun is quick.
Oh, it had to be you. So this is love?
Hey, I never promised you a rose garden, babe. Reality bites.
Oh, God, what a life. Pulp Fiction. Born in East LA, born to be bad. Fast times at Ridgemont High. 0 for conduct. Wild in the streets, reckless reform school girls. Women's prison. Unwed mother. So, I married an axe murderer. A guy named Joe. Thus be my destiny. I wake up screaming, life stinks.
You're telling me this is my life, Tootsie. Born on the 4th of July in old Chicago, the Scarface mom, my cousin Vinny, they made me a criminal. Blackmail, grand theft auto, murder, framed, ran, caught, breakout, the big house, riot in cell block 11, breakout, pursued. I tell you, I died 1,000 times, pretty woman, till there was you. Those lips, those eyes, fatal attraction. Suddenly, single white female, I want you. Carnal knowledge. Naked.
Oh, sorry, wrong number. Mr. Wonderful, it's love I'm after. Endless love.
What's love got to do with it? Everybody does it. You're only young once, my little chickadee. Let's spend the night together, up close and personal.
Oh, my foolish heart. Persuasion. The girl can't help it. Move over, darling. The lady is willing. Up close and personal.
My dream is yours, immortal beloved. A night to remember.
Oh, my foolish heart. Persuasion. The girl can't help it. Move over, darling. The lady is willing. Hold me, thrill me, kiss me. My dream is yours.
My dream is yours, my immortal beloved. A night to remember.
At long last, love, true romance, all this and heaven too. Hold back the dawn, hold back tomorrow. Whoopee!
Let's just stay there.
Which way?
Yeah, come on. What are you doing sitting over there? You're all hands, I hope. You want to get a little applause from the public again? Okay, this is what the old pros can do. And we welcome any of you who want to get involved to come join us. It's a lot of fun. It's a safe place to try out and have just great time. Ladies and gentlemen, our cast.
Mark. Oh, thank you, Mark. And Carol Glenn.
Thank you. Our next production is December 10th. Next year, it's the fourth Wednesday of the month, and we will start off with one of Gila Zalan's wonderful productions.
With the mic on?
That would help if I had the mic on. Can you still hear me anyway? Okay. Okay, so December 10th to wrap up the year, and then in January, we will start again with more theater. Thank you for coming. We enjoyed having you. And I love this gang. They're really super.